Hello, my people. Good day to you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time zone you're listening to this, thank you for tuning in every single day to listen to me on Daily Mind Shift. My name is Michael Ojola for Mindset Transformation Africa. And in today's episode, I just want to talk about pain and our behavior. All right. Let me anchor today's episode on this statement. Just because your pain is understandable doesn't mean your behavior is acceptable. Be better. Just because your pain is understandable does not mean your behavior is acceptable. So, be better. That is what I want us to talk about. So, I want you to take a moment and let that statement sink in. It's not a message of dismissal. No, it's not about invalidating your pain. I'm not saying your pain is not real. Pain is real. Pain is something we all experience in different forms. And at different times in our lives, we experience pain. But pain does not give us a free pass to behave in ways that hurt others, that hurt ourselves, or perpetuate a cycle of suffering. Do you understand me? So that is what I want us to get into. I want us to have a conversation. I want us to change the way we see ourselves. I want us to change the way we interact with other people, especially when we are in pain, and the way we move through this world, especially when we are having issues. Do you understand me? So we all experience pain, like I said before, whether it is the pain of loss, the pain of heartbreak, failure, betrayal, or just the daily, day-to-day unmet expectations. Pain is part of being human. It is part of who we are. No one escapes it. And when we go through something that breaks us down or that wounds us deeply, it is understandable that we might react. We might lash out. We might fall into unhealthy patterns of behavior. But just because our pain is understandable, it does not mean it justifies negative, disrespectful, or harmful actions. No. Think about it for a minute. How many times have you seen someone use their past, their hardships, or their trauma as an excuse to behave poorly? As an excuse for behaving poorly. Maybe you've done it yourself. You are hurt, okay? And in your hurt, you feel justified in lashing out at other people. You feel like you have the right to shut down, to withdraw, or act in ways that are harmful because they don't just understand what I'm going through. That's how you talk to yourself. They don't just understand what... I get it. Okay, I get it. When you are hurting, the world feels like it is against you. You feel like you're carrying the weight of your pain alone. And it is hard. It is so hard to see beyond that pain that you're feeling right now. But this is the tough truth that I want you to take away. Your pain is real, but it doesn't give you a free pass to hurt other people. It doesn't give you a free pass to act in ways that are less than your best self. Pain is inevitable, okay? How we respond to that pain, that is our choice every single time. Every single time. When you face pain, how you respond to it is in your hands. It's your responsibility. Let me say this. One of the hardest things to do when you are in pain is to hold yourself accountable. It is easy to say that I'm hurting, so I'm allowed to act whatever I want, or I'm going through something, so people need to understand why I'm being this way. But here is where the real growth happens. When you are able to acknowledge your pain, you validate your pain, but still you choose to act with integrity, with kindness, with understanding, with responsibility, and above all with accountability, that means you're growing. That means you're better. No one is saying that you have to be perfect. We all slip up, all the time. We all have moments where our pain gets the best of us. I get it. But if we want to grow, if we want to be better, if we want to be the kind of people who inspire other people, who change, who live with purpose and meaning, then we have to stop using our pain as an excuse for bad behavior. You have to stop it. When you are in pain, it is even more important to practice self-awareness. It is important for you to ask yourself, am I responding to this situation with the person I want to be? Or am I letting my pain dictates my action, because there's a difference. There's a difference between feeling your pain and acting out because of it. Feeling your pain is necessary. You have to feel it to heal from it. It is part of the healing process. But acting out in ways that hurt other people or even hurt yourself, that is where the line needs to be drawn. This is what I want you to be. Be better, not bitter. You have to be better, not bitter. That's one of the most profound choices that you can make when you are faced with pain. You choose to be better, not bitter. You choose to be better, to be a better person, not a bitter person. Pain has the potential to transform us in two ways. It can make us stronger, more compassionate. It can make us even more resilient, or it can move or make us closed off. It can make us bitter. It can make us to be perpetually stuck in a cycle of negativity. See, we all know people who have gone through significant pain in their lives, but they have emerged on the other side stronger. They've emerged better for it. They've taken their pain, they've processed it, and they've used this as the fuel for growth. They didn't let the pain turn them into people who hurt others. They did not let that pain turn them into people who wallow in self-pity, who are always the victim of the society or the victim of circumstances. No, instead, they chose to rise above it. They chose to be better. We know people also who have gone through pain and never recovered. They let that pain define who they are. They let the pain define them. They become cynical. They become resentful. They become hard to be around because they've never ever dealt with their wounds in a healthy way. So I want to ask you today, which one do you want to be? Which one do you want to be? When you are in pain, you have two choices. You can let it consume you, okay? Or you can choose to rise above it. You can choose to be better than the pain, to learn from it, or to use it as a stepping stone towards becoming the best version of yourself. See, you have to own your own reaction. Your reaction is in your hands. That's your responsibility. One of the most powerful realizations that I want you to have today is that you are not your pain, but you are responsible for how you react to it. Your reaction is where your power lies. It is easy. It is easy to react out of pain, out of frustration, out of anger. But reacting with grace, with mindfulness, with self-control, that is what separates those people who grow from those who stay stuck. When something triggers your pain, you have a split second to decide how you will respond. Will you lash out? Will you retreat? Will you shut down? Or will you choose to pause, to breathe, and to respond with intention? It is in those moments of decision that we define who we are. It is in those moments that we either reinforce the patterns of behavior that keep us stuck in pain, or we create new patterns that lead to healing, that lead to growth. So, the next time you feel triggered by something or someone, I challenge you to pause. Don't react out of habit. Don't react out of emotion. Take a moment to reflect, to think things through. Ask yourself this. Is this the person I want to be? Is this the reaction that I want to give? Is this particular reaction aligned with my values? Am I letting my pain control me? Or am I in control of my response? I believe we can all heal through personal responsibility. That is one of the most liberating things that we can do. Take full responsibility for our actions even when we are in pain. When you stop blaming other people, when you stop using your pain as a crutch and you start owning your responses, you step into a place of true power. Because I believe responsibility will help you to have power. See, responsibility does not mean you are dismissing your pain. No, it doesn't mean you are pretending everything is fine when it is not. No, it means you recognize that while you may not be able to control what happens to you, you can control how you respond to what happened to you. Taking responsibility for your behavior, even in the midst of pain, is one of the most profound forms of self-respect. It is saying that I am more than my pain. I will not let my hurt define me or dictate how I treat other people. I am in control of my actions, and I choose to act with integrity even when it is hard. That is what responsibility or taking responsibility means. When you embrace responsibility, you are not just healing yourself, you are setting an example for other people. You are showing the people around you that it is possible to be in pain and still choose to act in alignment